Anarchy Vinyl, my buddy from Anarchy Vinyl, doing all the great records and stuff. So today we were thought, man, Hector's Metal Detector, he's got some goodies to show us. We got Freddie, who's going to show us some goodies, and see what Hector thinks, because he is the metal detector. We're just going to have a great time. But we are at the guitar station. It is a music store, so if the phone rings or a customer comes in or something, you may see me running around. But we're going to have us a good time. So my buddy Freddie from Anarchy Vinyl. Yay! Woo!
We're going to do that first. We do the vinyl.
Whatever you want. Maybe I'll do the vinyl.
All right, let's do the vinyl. All right, so I grabbed some obscure stuff.
Yeah!
So me and Curt want to test it.
Yes!
This is a band called Precious Metal.
Oh yeah, Perla. Yeah, Precious Metal. They they have a song in the Wild Bunch cassette that came out I think it was from
Awesome!
not Masters of Metal, but yeah, I've seen this before. I honestly don't remember how the band sounds like or anything, but yeah, this is really cool.
So I did a little research because I didn't know. But this guy, let's see, Mark Chatfield, there's a band called The Gods. Sound familiar?
No, not really. No.
Okay. I didn't either. I wasn't familiar with me either, but I thought maybe that might. I thought he might be the lead singer for The Gods after this band went to funk. I don't know, but I found this in Daytona, and they had a stack of them.
Isn't that cool?
It was sealed, so I had to grab it.
That is very cool.
I mean, that's definitely rare.
That is super cool right there.
It's sealed.
1982 Precious Metal. That's Hector's favorite metal, so therefore it's precious.
Yeah, definitely awesome.
That is awesome, Freddie. That is
All
super
right,
cool.
the next obscure metal album, this is called Torch, Electricus.
Oh wow. Yeah, I mean, I know I've seen this cover, but I don't know.
It's cool.
I don't know much about the band, but yeah. Oh my god, this is really cool.
So we got to
This is
stump
really
a little bit or
nice
no?
Huh?
We didn't stump them?
And it's got red vinyl.
Yeah, pull the vinyl. It's
That's
fantastic.
awesome.
So I did research on this. This is from Sweden.
Of course. Oh wow, look at this.
How cool is that?
Look at this. Wow.
I love color.
This is really, really beautiful.
This is really cool too. If you look at the merch sheets here, you can order from their. Well, I guess when this is available, but they don't even have like the cutout. Usually have cutouts on the inner sleeves or whatever, or actually an insert. This one you just write down the information on. So if you look at it, it's pretty cool. It's like $4.
Yeah, that's
Be a
super
member
cool.
or whatever.
We should send in for a shirt.
You might be waiting for a while.
That is
4 to 6 weeks delivery.
4 to 7 years.
That is cool.
Really cool.
And if you look at some of the titles of the songs, you know it can't be bad. Thunderstruck,
Yeah.
right? Hot on Your Heels, Vicious
Electric
Love,
Kiss.
right? Bad Girls. You know it's a good album.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
got a song,
yeah.
Bad Girls, right? Like Bad Girls.
The album
Like
cover
say-
is fantastic.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool. They're sharing spaghetti. Electric Kiss.
Oh yeah, definitely gotta check it out.
That is
Yeah, we
awesome.
can play the story.
Yeah.
I thought that was cool. All right, so the next obscure band. Turn around, show.
You gotta, who is this, man? What metal band is this?
This is yeah, I heard this band. They sound like Slayer.
Ah!
Yeah, it's a combination of Slayer and Suicidal Tendencies. The soul. No, I can't say that.
So this is De La Soul. This is an iconic album cover for hip hop. If you see this album, it's well known in the hip hop community. All right, so 3 guys in there is the Sanos, Trugoy, and Naseo. Well, the Sanos and Trugoy, when they did their press interviews, they did that, but their names are actually reversed. So Poseidus is, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's called Southpaw. It's spelled backwards. And then Yogurt's the other guy. And Naseo is probably the most famous one for this hip hop album. The reason why this album is important is because they're the first ones that introduced jazz with hip hop. They sample a lot. So 1989, and then I told Curt this one of the songs on the Spider-Man movie that was just released, The Magic Number, was the number 1 streaming song recently from that movie being on Spider-Man. So the song's on there. ESPN, and I thought this song was funny. 1989 song, being the #1 streaming song on Spotify or whatever, kind of like the Kate Bush with this Stranger Things is right now. But we just did this best.
Wow. Yeah, that's cool. But the records like it looks like in really nice condition. Like, that's pretty.
Yeah, I would say any of the De La Soul, the first 3 albums, all the De La Soul albums are in the uppers of 100 to $300.
Wow.
He's
So
right
how much
now.
is that?
This is about 125, $130.
Wow.
Nice.
So, anyway,
That's
we were just
cool.
messing with you, man. We just want to throw you off. I mean, I didn't want to throw you. I was going to throw you a softball. I was going to say, hey, you know this, man? I was going to throw you a softball. We changed our minds.
I don't know what this is. Yeah, Black Sabbath Volume 4. Oh, it's nice, man.
Anyway, we were just messing with you.
This come like in different colors too. They have like you seen it, right? Like there's like a purple version of this too.
I didn't know
I think
that.
there's like a red one. And yeah, there's different.
This one's actually on it's on the Gamma label, so it's a Germany press.
Oh, that's cool, man.
NIMS, I'm sorry, NIMS.
That's awesome.
Wow, this is really nice. This
This one will be in the shop.
has influenced so many people. I mean, this is like original Black Sabbath. This is probably one of the most popular albums they have. The track listing.
I think it's on the gatefold. If you open it up, the gatefold.
Oh, it is a gatefold? Oh, wow. That is cool.
Man. Wow.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Very nice.
Nice. What songs are on there? I mean, I should know, but I'm not. I've never been a real big Sabbath fan. A little bit too heavy for me, too dark.
Let's see. Wheels of Confusion, Tomorrow's Dream, Changes, FX, Supernaut, Snowblind, Cornucopia, Laguna Sunrise, St. Vitus, Dance, and Under the Sun.
Wow. That's a huge album. I think.
Yeah, this is humongous Black Sabbath.
Yeah, I think my buddy Kevin Metal. I think that's one of his faves. Yeah, man, that's great. That is awesome. Man.
Yeah, I really like
love that.
Snowblind. I love
Yeah.
the song Snowblind.
Yeah, that's a good one. It's about winter in Michigan, right? Maybe not.
I couldn't tell you. But,
I have a funny feeling it's probably like the Snowblind from Ace Frehley. It has nothing to do with actual, the weather.
it could be some like I don't know some holiday in Alaska.
Yeah, pretty much.
But,
Well,
That's super cool.
I'm the fish out of water. You guys are the rock and roll, and I'm the hip hop and R&B stuff. So I just go along with whatever you say. I trust it because I have no idea
That is
some of
cool.
that stuff.
Well, we're going to pull you into our side, man. We'll pull you in.
So yeah, these are CDs. We talked about it about this music label. It's called Music on CD, and they also do albums. Music on vinyl. And I got me this weekend. I got me a couple of CDs that I already have the originals, but I wanted to have these. These are not actually even remasters, but it's cool just to have these new releases. So I got me the first Faster Pussycat album. I love Faster Pussycat. This. I got their second album, Wake Me When It's Over. This is my favorite, Faster Pussycat. It's really awesome. First LA Guns. This is awesome. It's classic. Great record. Remember when I got this on cassette? I got years and years ago. This, their second album, Locked and Loaded. This is great CD. I was able to get this. And of course, Guns N' Roses wishes they could have done an album like this. But yeah, this is great. So I'm really happy with these. I got these at a pretty good price too. On eBay, you can get a lot of these. You put music on CD and you get all the titles and everything. And they're just doing right now they're just doing metal. From what I've seen, I don't know if you've seen music on vinyl or any other.
They do have.
I'm probably sure they do other.
Yeah, they have the music on vinyl stuff. I will say the titles that you have there, especially the LA Guns and the Faster Pussycat, that stuff on our auctions it gets bid on because it's just, especially if you find an OG copy. Those are just hot items like the LA Guns.
Yeah.
Usually, it's a $60, $70 record. So.
Wow, that's crazy.
Uh-huh.
So tell us about how with Anarchy Vinyl, tell us about how you've seen, the demand and the prices and, what about CDs? I mean, I know you don't really deal with CDs, but a lot of people like Hector really love CDs, right? And some people like myself, I like CDs. It's convenient and I like it. But if I always, it's always been vinyl for me. It's always been number one. CDs I usually get, like like I have all the Kiss albums, or most of them. I'm missing only a couple. I don't know what I did with them. But then I have all of the CDs, right? So I'll take it in the car. I'll go cruising, whatever the deal is. It's convenient. But I got the vinyl because, man, when I'm at the house, that's it. There's nothing like grabbing that record, pulling out the inserts, or colored vinyl, or limited editions, and that stuff has always brought me joy since I was a kid.
It's weird. Like we started buying records. I've always had records, but just recently, in the last 2 or 3 years, you'll see that the demand is just gotten crazy. And a lot of the stuff that I had as a kid, or you had as a kid, that stuff is, people didn't take care of records like most people didn't take care of records. They didn't store them correctly. Put them in there without the inner sleeve, which drives me insane. It's all like coming out of cardboard and come out. But that stuff is in demand and it's caught fire. You go into Walmart now, and you see on the back aisles, you see records. Yeah. You see less and less of CDs. You see more records, and it's weird how it's transitioned to that. But we went to a record show, UNF 2 months ago. This guy, they call him the CD guy, man. He sold hundreds and hundreds of CDs that day in a vinyl show. So it's hard to say. And it's weird too because cassettes have come back.
Yeah, I know. That's so cool.
I know, but honestly, cassettes don't sound that good unless you have like a high-end tape player. But they're cool because they're portable, just like a Walkman.
But I always love cassettes. I don't know.
Yeah, I do too. I love them too.
I always love cassettes.
I think the fact is all of us just love music. No matter what platform it's on.
As long as we got
8-track, I could probably do without because you can't rely. But
right.
Other than that, the vinyl is it's one of the best growing markets right now in the last 3 years. And just by being in the superstore, that's just evident. You can see it. And they're not cheap either. They're just cheapest record new, probably like 25 bucks.
Well, I know you find a lot of import stuff, which is cool. We're in a Navy town, which is awesome. And when we were kids, we would get a lot of the import stuff in because the sailors would come in and trade them into the record stores. And then me and my buddies would be like, oh, man, I got this German pressing, or I got this Italian pressing from Italy, or I got, this Japanese pressing I've always loved, and or even from England or this, that. And we've always been like, this one is cool, I gotta have it because it's from France or whatever. And so we've always been lucky in that situation to get some really cool stuff. But like Europe never stopped producing vinyl. Correct. As a matter of fact, for my bands, plural, over the years, anytime a foreign market, they always wanted vinyl. They settled for CDs, right? But they always, hands down, have always wanted vinyl. But America was like, no, we're going to force this new wave on you, which is brilliant marketing from the record companies because they get them to buy all this, and then when they say, do that, and they turn around, they do this, and it's, but now everybody wants, all the, albums that we grew up with, whether it's Van Halen or Kiss or Ozzy or whatever the case might be, and of course the better condition, the more prestigious it is.
Absolutely. And then I'll just give you a funny example. My mom, she's had vehicles with CD players in it. She just bought a new car a couple of months ago. Guess what it doesn't have?
It doesn't have,
Furious. She was about to take the car back just because it didn't have a CD player. And I'm like, and the units that are in these cars now, they're not compatible. You take that out, it's got the GPS, it's got this touchscreen. You can't do anything with that because you take that out, then you have that. Take it out of the car, all your GPS information to replace it with a CD player. No one's going to do that. Right. So it kind of stinks. I got thousands of CDs in those booklets. They're talking about what's dangerous to drive on your cell phone. When you're on your cell phone in the car, but think about all the stuff we did. We had album covers. Those albums with the CDs. You're flipping pages, you're driving at the same time. It's no different.
And cassettes.
Cassettes. You're flipping. So.
Well, that's if you try to take care of these stuff. I had buddies of mine, man. They threw them all over the place. It didn't matter. They were like hunting and grabbing and just throwing. It didn't matter. But me, I wanted everything to be nice, so I kept it as protected it. So
Well, I saw a show. They had the Black Sabbath on Vertigo, which is the first press. Minimum $600.
what?
Minimum $600 on the Vertigo. I swear, it's that Ozzy is that Black Sabbath. So the Black Sabbath is highly collectible, and if you can find it in great shape, the time to get it, if you see it, grab it because you won't be there the next day.
Wow. It's funny. We talked a little bit about regretting not getting stuff and go back, and we basically feel guilty
All the time.
I do. I feel guilty, right? I shouldn't, man. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't do drugs. I don't do any of that. I buy records occasionally when I can. If it's something cool and I gotta have, you know what I mean. That's not a bad deal, right? But there's a couple that haunt me that I didn't get. Of course, one of them was First Hits, Last Kiss or something, the Kiss album.
Right.
I didn't get it. I just looked at it and I was like, oh, let me grab this other Kiss album, and I bought that.
Those smashes, thrashes.
No, I got that. I got that one. It was a promo copy only. It was called Last.
Oh, nice promo copy.
Yeah. So I should know being a Kiss fan, but anyway, I can see the cover. But it came out, Hot and Shade tour. It was a promo, and I saw the cassette. And didn't buy it because I didn't. I'm like, well, I don't even have a cassette player anymore, so I didn't get that. But and the other one, believe it or not, was it was a vinyl. It was colored vinyl. I think it was red, and it was Freebird promotional for One More from the Road.
No kidding.
And it was $12. And I remember being on the road, and I said to myself, well, do I want to eat for the next few days? Because when you're on the road and you're a kid in a band, Taco Bell, Crystals, all that, $12 would last you about 3 or 4 days, because that's about the budget we had, right? So I thought to myself, I'll take a chance on this album getting warped or whatever, and not eating for a few days till I get home, so I put it back. But I remember that, and I regret it. Of course, I know people that probably had it. I could probably get one from them, extras. But still, the thrill of the chase and being able to get it was, that still haunts me. I'm like, oh, this is so cool. This is so cool. Do I eat or buy this record? I thought about not eating, actually.
It happens all the time, though. You'll see. I did it 2 years ago. It was a mistake. I was like, there was a New Order record. It's kind of like a synth pop record, but it's a white album. It's called Substance. You never see it. And he had like $50, and I know it's about $100 record. So the value of it comes into play too. And I was like, I'll come back and get it. I turned my head, gone.
Oh my God.
I was like, I said, why did I even hesitate? You see it, get it, because it's not going to be there. I mean,
Right.
especially if it's something you've never seen, something
Right.
that you want, you might as well just get it, because you won't regret it. You'll regret it not getting it more than you will getting it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And God forbid anything ever happened, you have that as a source of things that you could resell if you needed to.
Absolutely.
Or if you will it to somebody kind of thing, and then they get a treasure trove of coolness.
Yeah. I can only imagine like when people want to come to your house. If something ever, God forbid, if something ever happened to you, like,
Right.
like, hey, didn't Curt have a good collection?
Oh yeah. Well, what's so funny is like you were talking about not taking care of the stuff, right? As soon as those plastic sleeves came out that I saw they were available,
Yep.
I instantly got them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so like I was playing White Lion's first record the other day, and it's actually on the first label that came out.
Yeah, Grand Slam.
Yeah, Grand Slam, right? It's a metal detector, and it's in prestige. I mean, it looks brand new. It looks like it has never been played. It's as perfect as you can get, but it's not sealed because I tore the seal off of it. But I usually what I did is even with the wrap that's on there, I usually just took a guitar pick.
Yep. I do the same thing. Because you
So
want
it still has that.
you want the hype sticker on there,
Yeah,
price like that stuff's all nostalgia stuff. This will probably make you mad. I mean, because it made me mad. When I was a DJ, we had CDs, and we have people, oh, here's your CD back. Well, they hand it down on the table face down.
Oh,
I would lose my mind. It was like the most disrespectful thing. Like, what are you doing?
I know.
Just putting that face down. You're gonna scratch the CDs up.
I know.
I remember we had a house party, which Mom, don't forgive me for having a house party, but I had a 100-disc changer. Well, this girl was there. She put 2 CDs in one of the slots. You know how it rotates.
Oh yeah.
So guess what happens? It gets jammed.
Oh my God.
So I was, that's kind of like the kids. I yelled. I said, "Party's over! Everybody out! Everybody left. And the party ended. I swear to you, the party ended. I had to go get screwdrivers, pull it all out. Everybody's waiting outside. Got it fixed. I said, okay, party back on. But I was, it's like one of those
You're
things.
that serious
Oh
about
my!
it. Yeah.
Because that stuff's, man. Back in the day, $300 is a ton of money for a CD player. You have one of those carousels. No one had one of those.
I know.
And you're like, I cannot believe you just did that. So dumb. So dumb. But she was cute, so I kind of took it easy on her.
Oh.
But man, it was. If you can ask my buddy Curt, he said I was tomato red.
Right, because you passionate about your music.
Yeah, man.
I know. I got with Striper, they have that "To Hell with the Devil" that has the original artwork on it, and I had it sealed all the years because I bought it. And there was a big controversy right about that cover, so I kept it sealed. And but the guys in Striper are the ones that took it off and signed it for me. So it's in mint condition with their scribble scrabble.
What do you say to them though?
No, they took it off because I asked them, I wanted them to sign it, which I'm very glad they did, But then I thought, should I just had them sign the plastic on the top of it? That would have been cool too. But I mean, is it really signing the record? You tell me. If you had the plastic wrap sealed, signed with is that more valuable? Is it less valuable? Is it?
So when we do our auctions, if you have a VG Plus record, and it's worth $50. If it's sealed, it could go for $100. You just don't know. Who depends who's in the room, who wants that record. But definitely sealed records cost more.
So would you have them sign the seal, the plastic wrap that's on it?
I mean,
it's a Sharpie.
You know what I may have done? If I didn't know that was going to happen, I would have said, almost save cut down the side, pull it off, let them slide it, put the shrink back on.
Right.
It's still considered near mint. Yeah. Now it's not sealed, but now it's signed. So kind of that'll preserve the ink too. Put it in the shrink.
But
Does that make sense? What I'm saying?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
But let's say if it was for you, for you to keep.
Right. Yeah, it's mine, man. I mean, it's my
I don't
buddy's
for the
thing.
value, nothing. It's just.
I think differently now, though. About it. I don't know.
I mean, it means a lot to me because it's my buddy's
absolutely,
thing,
absolutely.
And as a kid, man, I mean, I was like, and still, I love Striper still.
Yeah.
So I got all 4 original members to sign it, and some other ones, Spirit Yellow, Black Attack, and some other ones, Soldiers Under Command. But that one was sealed. So, it was pretty cool.
Probably seals, probably up, $150 records. It's not Stripers. Their stuff is expensive too.
I would probably
I would have a hard time, doing that. Though.
Sign over the. I wouldn't open. I would just have them sign over the.
Yeah, it was too late.
How long ago was that?
It was a few years ago.
Yeah, that's cool though, because you have no intention of selling it.
No.
So who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah. I mean, I would sell it to my buddy.
Yeah.
I would sell it. But it's. I mean, I love the band Striper. I love them. They're a great band, and so it means the world to me. I mean, I would never want to ever sell it. So, but to have their the signature on. But it does play for the. What do you do? What do you do? What would you? I mean, I would never. I don't buy records to flip them. But I mean, I'm not in the business of doing that. I mean, I for the store or whatever. But I mean, me personally, for myself, right? I don't buy a record and put it online or anything like that. I enjoy the record, so I'm like super thrilled and happy that I have a record. But if I were, in the mindset of flipping it or whomever, whatever, then it goes to say, would I sign it? Get somebody to sign the sealed copy because. I mean, that's still cool. You still have a mint. It's sealed on the cellophane, right?
I would.
Where do you lose the value? I mean, it's signed cellophane. Do that. And if you got the hype sticker, it's even better because you got the hype sticker. It's all signed. You put in a little plastic sleeve and say, "Beat it, kid. You bother me." I don't know. What do you do?
Yeah. If it's something personal, like I told you, I have a Wildflowers album that I got somebody, offered big money on it. And then I think to myself, I can sell it, pay for my trip to Austin or whatever. And I'm like, he's going to open it and listen to the record. Right. I'm never going to open it.
Right.
Because I feel like it's like busting the Holy Grail.
Right.
I have copies of that record, but I don't have the original seal. And I'm like, I don't want to open it. I don't want to open it. It scares me.
I know, see, it's like me. I've got Kiss Live 3, blue vinyl, limited edition number, serial number, and all this. Probably about $150 record or something. I don't know. right? I mean, I've seen it price-wise, a couple different, but I don't really know. But it's sealed, and I didn't realize it was even sealed because I bought it when it came out, right? And moving and touring and stuff being stored at my parents' house for 100 years and I would listen to, because I've had it on CD, I've listened to it a million times, right? But I went out to listen to it because I was like, man, I can listen to this a long time. They put it on, I'm like, wow, it's still sealed. It's blue vinyl, numbered.
Fantastic.
You know what I mean? And then I was that debate. Oh man! So I thought, well, maybe my buddy Freddie will find one that's open and I'll buy it.
It's a sickness, though.
I know.
You know, I'm a big Police fan, so
Right.
I have all their stuff, original press. Well, I don't know what it is. I have to go and find stuff that's sealed now. So I found all their stuff sealed. For what reason, I have no idea. So I have all their stuff opened up, and I have every single record that they've ever had sealed. And it's sitting in my K-Life, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, what am I doing? It's a disease, man. It's a straight disease. You know, I'm sure if you're a collector too, you have an open copy, and you come across like Faster Plus, you got it sealed, and you get it for a good deal, you can probably buy it. Whether you need it or not is the question.
It's the self-satisfaction.
Yeah, man.
That's what counts.
Yeah, but now we call it now in the vinyl world. Okay, I got a play copy and I got a keeper copy. That's what we call it now.
Exactly.
So I'm like, I don't know why that happens, but it happens all the time.
Well, if you think about it, like, for instance, I have friends that are in this RC car thing, right? And they do the RC cars. And one of them told me the other day, he's got $2,000 in this RC car. They run around in circles and go, 100 miles an hour down the road. He said it always breaks down. He's got to pour more money into it. And I'm like, I mean, that's cool and all, but, I have friends that were racing go-karts, or I have friends that race cars, right? And that's a money pit, man. They are always putting money on these cars. They race, stock car stuff, right? And I'm like, I buy records. I get records. I mean, I really can't beat myself up because, I don't have to worry about, putting a small block or a large block engine in my car, whatever. I'm not a car guy. My wife would answer all those questions for me. It gets me from A to B or Z to whatever. I don't care, man. It just gets me. But, with the car people, right, they spend a lot of money on that. I mean, I've got friends that spend thousands of dollars on rims or something. And that's cool and it looks nice, but I'm like, that's cool.
And even when they win money, it doesn't cover their costs.
Yeah, it just goes right back into the thing. But that's their passion. Our passion is music. I mean, we share that passion like many of our viewers, share that passion in music that we love, and it's a cool thing, keeps us out of trouble.
Or gets you in trouble.
Or it may get you in trouble. What did you buy? No, my wife's cool.
We're not storage space, Freddie.
I know, yeah.
Why are these records stacked up against your K-Lights on the floor? Now space.
But you sell them, with Anarchy Vinyl, which is a great thing because, like, for me, I always loved records. I've always wanted a record store. Well, so for us at the guitar station, have records and guitars and all this stuff, and, cassettes and all those things. It's just, if you love music, we got lessons and we got all kind of cool stuff, art, 3D art, 80s art, all that, man. We got that. It's a cool thing.
Very cool store. I mean, if I could get away here every day at lunch break, I would just come here and hang out. Then Curt would never get his guitars fixed.
I know, right? I do. But yeah, man, it's cool. I mean, like, us having that passion, like Hector, man, he's always got these cool stories about, when he lived in Miami, and Doc and Van Halen and all of them were right down the street. Well, it wasn't Monsters of Rock.
Yeah.
Was it Monsters of Rock?
Yeah, that was a Monsters of Rock '88, and I remember I was walking around the PE yard with a good friend of mine, and I remember the day so well because one thing he had a Walkman. He was listening to Leatherwolf. He had to see the cassette of Leatherwolf, and that's the first time I was introduced to Leatherwolf, so that was awesome. But in addition to that, Miami Arena was really close to our school, so when we were there, Scorpions was doing their sound check.
I love the Scorpions.
And that's when they the Monsters of Rock was Kingdom Come, Doc and Scorpions, Metallica, and Van Halen.
What a lineup!
Yeah,
I know, right?
yeah. Van Halen was,
Did You went to the concert?
No, I didn't go to the concert, no, unfortunately. But yeah, we heard Scorpions. We could hear the drums like
Oh yeah.
from where we were. It's crazy, man. It's just something you don't forget, you know.
Of course, and you're like, hey, that's the Scorpions. I'm here to the Scorpions. That had to be cool.
I bet you takes like $50 too.
Oh,
Oh,
back then,
yeah,
probably,
yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I remember Michael Jackson came here with Jackson 5, and they played the Gator Bowl, and I think the tickets were like
$50.
Was it $50?
I went.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And I was like,
good
man, that's
thing.
a lot of money. I
Yeah.
wanted to see Michael Jackson, but that was a lot of money.
It was a ton of money in '83.
Yeah.
'84.
I remember Kiss did that, where they did the acoustic convention thing, the expo thing, or whatever they call it. And I remember it being $125. And Gene and Paul were arguing about this. Paul Stanley was like, that's too much money. That's not fair and all that. But Gene got his way, and he was even saying, I don't know why I picked $125, but it sounded good. And it was a rolling convention. It was a Kiss convention, right? And I think the closest was Miami, I think is what it was. And I was like, man, I am not going to pay $125. But, the thing is, I have to go to a hotel. But back then, I probably would have slept in my car.
Absolutely.
All that stuff. And I didn't go. I regret it. I regret not going. But $125 said nobody. And, of course, they did great. Everybody went but me because I was poor and determined I wasn't going to spend $125 to see Kiss. And now I think their tickets are, probably like the nosebleed are probably $125.
There's no doubt.
Bruce Springsteen's like $6,000 or something crazy.
I was gonna say I saw Elton John. He wanted on the floor $5,000.
What?
$5,000.
Rocket Man! Oh my gosh!
5 G's for one ticket.
Yeah, no wonder he's smiling when you go,
The crazy thing is, people are paying it.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's why they make those prices, so they know that somebody will buy it.
Well, you got to figure. I mean, the promoter's taking the chance. He's guaranteeing the money. Whatever it is, I'm sure Elton John's getting at least $1 million a show at minimum. Kiss is getting $1 million a show, easy. So those prices have got to, they got to go up. I mean, Kiss, God bless them, man. They got a lot of lipstick to buy, so they got to charge. And of course, with Elton John with his duck costume and stuff, man, that'd be cool to see him do that. But yeah, man, it's getting, it's crazy, but that's a whole nother
Yeah, it's too much
discussion.
money. I mean,
But sometimes you get to see great bands and they play smaller venues, and that's always great. It's
Sometimes better.
yeah, I mean, we're real blessed and privileged. We play anywhere from sometimes 1,500 seat halls, 2,000 seat halls, to 15, 20,000 seat halls, depending on who wrote it for, Skinner or whatever. And so we're real blessed to be able to do that. But like some of my fondest memories was at Shades. I don't know if you remember Shades. Hector, my buddy Hector wasn't here, but I saw Dream Theater there on the when Pull Me Under was out, and it was my buddy Eric Coegan and a couple of us, John Garrett and all of us. We were out there watching them, and literally I stood right in front of them. I mean, like I was actually like, "Come on, guys! Like, somebody get up here." It was all guitar players and all this, But we went and saw them, and it was amazing. It was a free concert. It was in a bar. But then again, I saw Iron Maiden there. They did a very few.
No kidding.
Yeah, they had the new singer, and when Bruce Dickinson left, and Wolfbang's singer
Blaze Bailey.
Blaze Bailey was there, and they did like 3 or 4 club shows, right? And one of them was there, and I literally, was like right there,
Oh, that's really cool.
seeing eBay back in the day and all that stuff. But I saw a lot of bands. Tesla played there. I wasn't there for that, which stinks because I love Tesla. I had to have been. The only way I wouldn't have been there is if I was gigging myself.
Right.
But of course, Blackfoot and seen just tons of bands, and that was a great rock club. That was great. Shades was awesome. They had a lot of great bands in there. But Iron Maiden,
That's
That
fun.
was-
I didn't know
that
they played the Shades.
they did, man. It was
That's crazy.
It was unprecedented. That was crazy cool. That was crazy cool.
Yeah, but that was the time where Maiden kind of went from arenas to. I kind of thought at that time that Maiden was just going to be like, kind of taken with the current,
Right.
because they were, they didn't have Bruce Dickinson, they didn't have Angel Smith, and it didn't seem like Maiden was going to get huge again, Then next thing you know, from 99, 2000, Bruce Dickinson
Yeah.
came back with
Very
Angel
good
Smith,
ball. Yeah.
and Maiden actually became bigger than they were in the 80s.
Yeah. Now they're playing stadiums
They're
again.
making more money than they ever
Yeah.
made.
But the cool thing is that they're trying to keep the ticket prices for the fans low. Like the tickets, I think, are about $130 or whatever. But they're doing it so scalpers can't get it because a buddy of mine's going to Tampa, and they're doing it where you have to get your tickets redeemed that day at the gate. You can't resell your ticket, which is awesome because they can't scalp it. So you can't go. Well, you want to go see Maiden? It's $2,000. Nope, it's $135. Or whatever the ticket price was. It wasn't a lot. It was very reasonable for the amount that Iron Maiden puts in it. I mean, they've got flying airplanes and bombs and everything. It's great. It's really good. So that's cool. But yeah, it's it's definitely changed.
Well, I may be wrong, but Aerosmith was on their way down.
Oh yeah,
For
Run DMC.
Run DMC.
Oh, they were way out. They were
out of the picture.
They were way out. They were
I remember as a
self-destructive.
Yeah, I remember as a kid. I was like, what is this? And then I saw the video. Obviously, saw the video.
Absolutely.
Tyler just smashing the microphone stand into the wall, and then Run DMC to the other side. I was like, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen.
I know, it was awesome.
And then Aerosmith, what they put 6-7 albums out after that.
Oh yeah, Joe Perry's Red Marshalls.
Yeah.
Ah! I was like, oh my God, look, it's Red Marshalls.
Oh man,
It
that's
having a fit.
early '80s stuff.
It was 80s stuff. Back when MTV stood for music television.
Garbage right
Now it's, do they even show music?
now. Every time I don't even look at it.
I don't even-
16 pregnant.
Oh, that's just terrible stuff. But it's like then VH1 became the MTV, right? And the MTV2 is the one that played music videos, and nobody does it anymore. And so sorry MTV, we don't watch your television anymore. But now we have Hector's Metal Detector, so we don't need it. But yeah, man, that was awesome. Headbangers Ball.
Yeah.
We loved
What
Headbangers Ball.
VH1 did one that was cool. I think it was like pop-up video or something.
Well, they did a pop-up video.
Did they do like they would put words in? Like they
Oh,
would
yeah,
explain.
yeah.
I thought that was cool. They did
Yeah,
that.
telling all the stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they had that metal show, right?
Yeah.
That was awesome. Well, guys, it was a great episode. Hector's Metal Detector, Freddie.
Good job, Heck.
Thank you for stopping in, man. That was awesome.
Thanks for
It was
having me.
fantastic. Anarchy Vinyl. It was great. What was it? Del Sol? What was it?
De La Soul.
De La Soul.
De La Soul.
You don't know heavy metal fans.
I know the
Not that you wanted to know, but
All right, come into the guitar station and check out our Anarchy Vinyl. Hector's Metal Detector! Woo!